Hey, so here we are on the last day of the decade, and we're going to reenact the utterly awesome vlog, and we're going to bring you my top 10 thermal videos of the last decade that I've taken. So here we go. So here we are with number 10. And in this video, I am actually underground in an underground cave that I didn't even know existed in Nebraska, working with the Nebraska Natural Resources District. We were looking at bats, and we're in a huge cave underground. The man is about 40 feet from me. The cave is about 40 feet tall, and we're trying to see how well we can see bats. As you can see, he released a bat and it's flying around, and we're looking at the bat to tell how well we can see it with the infrared camera. Number 9 is an interesting video that we used in our vlog. This is electrical ceiling heat inside of a home, and I just thought the pattern looked really neat. And that is why this video has made it to number 9 on our list. Number 8 brings us to infrared basketball. Here we're using the infrared camera looking at my son and his basketball team warming up. I just thought this was kind of interesting. You could see the heat changes on their body. And number 7 brings us to my daughter throwing shot. I'm using a E95 camera with the MSX overlay, and I just thought it was a neat video. This next video, number 6, brings us to looking at an alligator in water. I always think it's neat to look at different things. And in this situation, you can see how once the alligator goes underwater, you can't see him at all. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And in this next video, you will see another animal going underneath the water. This is actually an otter. And as he's swimming underwater and he gets close to the surface, you can see how his body heat kind of gives off in the water and heats up the water around him a little bit. Our number 5 video is my birthday cake. Sometime my family thought it'd be funny to put the number of candles on the cake for how old I was. Luckily, the cake and the house didn't burn down. And that brings us to video number 4. Here my son is jumping on a pogo stick. I'm using a T600 camera with a split screen of the picture-in-picture infrared. And that brings us to number 3, which is a Radial aircraft engine. As a former agricultural crop dusting pilot, I really like this video and use the infrared camera a lot, looking at our Radial engine pistons to see how well they were working and if there was any overheating on them. And that brings us to number 2, good old American firepower using an M60, looking at it with an infrared camera, and you can see how the barrel heats up as they shoot more bullets. And here we slow the video down, and you can actually see the rounds being ejected out and the blast of the shot. And that brings us to our number 1 video. Here, this is before FLIR had their ticks. I was using an E60 camera with picture-in-picture that you could resize and move around the picture, around the screen. So I'm doing that and just looking at a controlled burn that our fire department was doing. And that brings us to this video of actually shooting a fire with a E95, and then fire department puts it out. Well, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that, and we look forward to bringing you some more videos in the year to come. Have a great new year. Continue to be utterly awesome, and see you next year.